I'm Chelsea Boozer. I'm the Government Affairs Manager at Central Arkansas Water. We serve about 500,000 people in 18 communities surrounding Little Rock, Arkansas. So as Government Affairs Manager, I'm the liaison between the elected officials and the 18 communities we serve, but I'm also over our regionalism and manage our wholesale partners. So the communities that we sell water to outside of our initial service area, and making sure that regionalism and collaboration in the state is looked at through an equity lens and a collaborative lens. That's what I love about what I do, is facilitating the collaboration that's needed to ensure that everyone everywhere has access to clean, safe water. Is really fulfilling to me. There's a town about 45 minutes south of us, and they were having a hard time billing their customers and paying for their water that they bought from a different city. And we found out that they had a 75% unaccounted for water rate. And what that means is, of the water that they were purchasing, they were only billing for 25% of that. So that's a very bad problem. This was also a disadvantaged community. And so I thought, let's figure out how we can help. And so in this case, the state also asked us to step in. And what that means is we are in charge of the operations and the finances of the system. Still, I've worked very closely with the mayor and with the city council and said, here's what we're doing. Here's how we're going to use our expertise in water to come fix your system. The state was able to grant funding to help some of these issues. We were able to put in new meters. Within 6 months, we were able to get that unaccounted for rate flipped. So now it's like 25% unaccounted for water versus 75%. And so that's a community we've been proud to be able to say, we really are here to help. Just call on us when you need help. And, we believe that everyone everywhere deserves access to clean, safe water, not just people who are customers of CEW. A lot of my friends at the time in the Hispanic community let me know that it was kind of a word of mouth thing, that people thought they could not set up any kind of utilities in their name if they were undocumented. And this leads to more inequity. I took it very personally to increase our customer service for this community of ours. I tried to test it out just to walk through the lens of someone who only speaks Spanish and maybe doesn't have a driver's license or a social security number. How would they get access to water? Life-saving, basic, human needs. And while we did have policies in place at the time to ensure that they would have access, I learned through the process that it was very difficult to get through. We had no Spanish-speaking call takers in our actual call center, and so we used a third-party translation service. And so the test call that I did with a friend, he called in Spanish and said he needed to open up an account. He was told that he had to have a state-issued driver's license. But we do have something called a municipal ID, so a city photo ID, that he could have gotten access to and could have used to open up a water account. So through that process, I kind of just started talking with leadership, and I said, hey, we've got to better serve these customers, right? Can we look into this? And I'm happy to say that everybody here just thought, yeah, we've got to serve those customers better. If they're living in our community and we are serving life-saving water to our community, then we will serve you. The timing worked where we were in need of hiring about 5 new call takers all at once. And I said, what if we made that a dual language, so a Spanish language speaking as well? And that's been able to vastly increase our customer service. So there are a lot of options for people, and now it's front of mind for our call takers. And we're very proud that we were able to do that and able to fix this. I really hope that there's a trend and a conversation started around this across the U.S. with other utilities of how can we change our policies to be more equitable to a very large portion of our community.